Okay, so it's Tuesday before race day on Sunday, and I am actually running again, so that's kind of good news. Yeah, I was hoping it'd be a bit more recovered by now, but it is what it is. As Sinatra put it, that's life. You have to just get on with it and play with the cards I've been dealt. Get a bit more of this run done, and I'll cover my race goals, strategy for the race, my kit choices for the Chester half, and my plans for the morning of the half marathon. Let's get on this run. So yeah, so I am running again. That is a positive, I suppose. The knee and hamstring is kind of wrapped around the inside of the knee, the medial side. Yeah, it's not the greatest. It's still there nagging. I probably shouldn't be doing much running. I should probably rest and recover. That's still an option. I'll have to decide that obviously next couple of days. I can run though. It's just that nagging kind of dull ache, I suppose, in the background. So yeah, the first K of this jog got me a bit nervous how kind of achy and sore it was, but then again, I haven't ran for what, 5 days now, so I won't say it's seized up, but the legs that have been used heavily for the last kind of 3 months have suddenly seen a bigger drop in mileage than I would have wanted, so maybe that's a contributing factor. Feels better now. I'm 3k in, so the first K was a warm-up K, and then on my second K I decided to try and get up to half marathon goal pace. So I got down to 4:14, which is goal half marathon pace. Again, it felt pretty much the same, so running faster, running slower doesn't really affect it. Now I'm another K1.5 in, seems to have loosened off, so I think I probably will run. Just need a good warm-up in the morning just to loosen the leg off, and then I think I'll do the race as intended, and then kind of pay the price post-race for any aggravation it's caused to the injury. Although it's probably not an injury, it's probably just a niggle, a minor strain maybe. We shall see. So we'll do this vlog, obviously this is my race goals vlog. We'll do it under the assumption that I'm obviously going to run, but obviously this is obviously ever changing situation. Even during the race I might have to adjust, but race goals, obviously a goal is sub 90, so that's holding a 4:15, 4:16 per K for the 21k. That's got a goal. B goal is sub 92, so 1 hour 32. C goal is sub 95, so 1 hour 35, and then obviously fallback or D goal is going to be just a PB of any sort. My current PB for the half marathon distance is 1 hour 40, so 100 minutes. This is actually my first official half marathon race, but yeah, any kind of PB would probably be my fallback, depending on how the leg reacts mid-race. Yes, it's a bit up and down, and I've banged on for the last couple of vlogs about this injury, but it's a bit of a dampener towards the end of this block. I've gone the entire block without any real concerns, and then literally on the last training run, which was an easy run anyway, I've literally aggravated an issue, and it's become a bit of a nagging issue now. So they're my race goals. Strategy for the race, although I've never run the race, I've ran, I'm going to say pretty much 60%, 70% of the course. Obviously they're on country lanes near to where I live, so in various directions and various guises I've ran most of the course. The only bits I haven't ran are the main road bits and the kind of start and end bits in the actual Chester town centre, but again I've walked most of those routes, so I've got an awareness of most of the route, if not all of it. The strategy is going to be for the first 2-3k, just be nice and calm and restrained and help that leg to warm up. There's quite a bit of uphill, a little bit of uphill and undulation over the first couple of K as we're starting from the race course and coming up into the city centre, so I need to just rein myself in, not go out too quick. Doesn't matter if I lose a little bit of time over those first couple of K. I probably won't with the crowds and the excitement, so 3K, just hold the reins, don't go out too quick, let the leg warm up, and then after those initial few K we do a nice steady downhill and then into basically a large kind of flat section. Does enjoy it a little bit, but predominantly flat. So for the next probably 9 or 10K I'm just going to settle in. So after the 3K, next 9K, just going to settle into a nice rhythm. Hopefully that'll be 4:15 or lower per K. And like I said, that's just on country roads I've ran before. I know the route, I know the layout. It's pretty flat. That's going to be the bulk of the race. And then at the 12, 13K point is when I'll have a better idea of where I'm going to be. After that point, we hit kind of a downhill bit, kind of a gradual downhill for the next 4 or 5K, heading back towards Chester. So it's at the top of Long Lane, heading to Sorgo. That's when I'll make a call. 12, 13K in, I'll see what I'm feeling, see where the pace is at, and at that point I'll either settle on where I am and manage the race to the end at a decent pace, or I'll decide to go at that point, and I think I'll kick it up a gear at that point, and over the next 5 or 6K use the gradual downhill, use that turning point straight line back towards Chester and ramp it up a little bit and try and kick on with the pace. Yeah, so that'll get me to 18, 19K, and then the last 2 or 3K are back up a gradual uphill and then a fairly steep hill to finish, and then a quick 400 metre sprint finish I think it is. So it's uphill for the majority of the last 2 or 3K, so that's when I'll have to really work to maintain the pace. And that's the last section, 2-3K, working hard to finish the race well. Obviously that's just not blue sky thinking, but it's ideal scenario if everything goes smoothly. But again, I'll be adjusting K by K. Again, the strategy will be to have heart rate, cadence and my lap pace displayed at all times. I don't care distance, I'll be showing up on the markers on the course, and current pace and average pace I'll probably glance at every now and then. But yeah, that's the strategy. I'll know obviously K by K each lap if I'm dropping away or if I'm struggling. But like I said, I'm now 6K in now nearly, and the leg feels better. It's kind of in the background now, so I'm hoping race day will be the same. Might be a bit achy to start with in the warm up, maybe the first K, and then hopefully I'll be able to complete the race. And then I'll see. Tomorrow will be the acid test when I wake up tomorrow after this run. If it's going to be achy, sore, and how badly I've aggravated it. Okay guys, run done. So I did an 8K in the end. I wasn't sure if I wanted to go. I did an 8K last week, so I just thought if I stick to that distance, I know how bad my leg felt the day after last week, so I'll judge it tomorrow morning when I wake up, how much I've aggravated it again. And if it's aggravated again, I think I have to knock the running on the head for this week and just have to maybe cycle, cross train again until race day. It felt harder than it should have done. It was only like 450 per K average, and my heart rate spiked up to like 150, 170 at one point. I did do 2 half marathon bursts, so 2nd K and 7th K, so the second and obviously second to last, just to see how that felt like. The leg didn't really react to that, the speed's irrelevant. But yeah, the heart and lungs didn't like that. It felt harder than it should have done, which is again isn't a great sign, but it is what it is. So yeah, kit wise, I'll be wearing my cap, my Stay Sky cap, my Light Running UK vest. I'm probably going to go with Puma half tights. I'll probably go with the Stay Sky socks, and shoes were the biggest debate. The rest of the kit's pretty much picks itself. It's my favourite kit, my lightest kit, my race day kit generally. Yeah, so the actual running shoes were the only two, or was the only real point of debate in terms of what I could choose between. For me, it was only, I've obviously got 7 shoes in my rotation, 2 of my trail shoes, so they're out. The budget shoes are pretty much out, the 2 cheap ones, and my Reebok Float Rides are out because they're really old now and again probably at the end of their lifespan. So that only really left the Hoka Rincon, which is my lightest, quickest kind of racing shoe they've got. And the only other option was the New Balance 680 V7s, which are the dual density ones. I did my 5k PB in the Rincons the other week, and obviously got my sub 20 for the first time, so they've still got a bit of life in them. However, my soleus, my lower calves and soleus muscles were really tight at the end of that 5k. Yes, I was running flat out and probably overextending slightly, but that made my decision. They've done quite a few miles. I've had them for about 18 months now, so I decided the safer bet is to go with the New Balance, the dual density. Hopefully they'll protect my legs a little bit better. The second most expensive shoe I bought ever, so they're still a decent quality shoe, so I've decided to go with them. Safer bet, I suppose, especially with the issues with my legs. So that's the kit. I'll probably carry the camera, I won't have it on head mount, and obviously my watch is the Coros as usual. So then that just leaves the morning plans. I'll just quickly go through that. It's nothing too exciting. Obviously I'm local to the race, so I'll get up as normal, maybe 6ish. Race starts at 9. I'll get some breakfast in me straight away. Usual porridge and bananas normally. And then I'll probably I'll try and chill and relax and stretch and roll maybe in the morning, get my kit ready, and then I'll try and get down there as not as late as possible, but again I'll try and relax in the comfort of my own home for as long as possible. Probably get dropped off by my wife and my children, probably, I don't know, 8:15 maybe, around that time, and that gives me less time to get all nervous and pent up energy pre-race. So then I'll just get down there, get a quick jog in, again to warm this leg up, get a bit of a stretch and a bit of a light warm up in, and then head down to the start line. So I've done all the races. Chess is always very well organised. It's a big enough race, but it's never like a massive inner city race where you've got crowds of people, so I'll be able to be fairly chilled about everything like I've been for the previous races I've done in Chester. And that's kind of the basic plan for the morning. If you see me, obviously come over and say hello. Obviously if I recognise anybody, then I'll obviously come over to you guys. But yeah, fingers crossed. I'll see how I react tomorrow. If you don't follow me on Strava or Instagram, again feel free to do so. You'll get to know a bit more up-to-date information. That's obviously got the more day-to-day stuff, my training, my Instagram's obviously got my day-to-day reactions, and anything flares up immediately. Obviously these vlogs are just probably twice weekly, so you've got a bit more of a delay. So yeah, feel free to follow me on Strava, Instagram. You'll get a bit more up-to-date information a bit quicker than just waiting for the YouTube stuff. But yeah, fingers crossed I won't have a massive reaction to this run now. If I do, then obviously I'll just cycle and get it recovered for the next 4 days, and then it'll be race days next time I run. I'm a bit nervous about how hard that felt, but again that could be just the fact I've not run properly for what, it's been a good few days. I only did 2 kind of easy runs last week, so but yeah, the difficulty of that run has made me a little bit nervous, but it is what it is. I'll judge it on race day. Obviously I'm going to set off on plan, and I'll call it, like I say, a couple of K in if I'm absolutely blowing and that pace is way too much because I've lost too much fitness over this last week or two. Then I'll adjust, and I'll just try and obviously set as fast a time as I possibly can, but that won't be known until obviously race day. So yeah, as always, thank you for watching. Look out for the race day vlog. That'll probably drop, this is obviously going to publish on Thursday or Friday this week. The race day vlog will probably publish at the start of next week, so Monday, Tuesday. Obviously races on Sunday. I'll try and get it published and edited out as quick as I can. But yeah, like I said, you'll see obviously the results on Instagram and Strava first, so again feel free to follow me on those. Okay, so that's all the about me stuff wrapped up. Good luck if you're running Chester Half Marathon or any other races imminently, obviously coming up quite soon. I do know quite a few people that are going to probably run in Chester who follow the channel or who I know through Instagram and Strava. So yeah, drop in the comments if you're running and your race goals. Good luck if you are, like I say, got an upcoming race. All the best to you and your efforts. Hopefully you'll be able to achieve whatever your goals are as well. So I said, fingers crossed I can complete the race. That's the first point. I think I can. I've just done a couple of runs now and it's just a bit of a niggle, so wish me luck on the day. I'll drop the race vlog as soon as I can, and I'll see everyone on the next one.